What's good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with another video. Now, before we get this video started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You guys share this video. Wow. Wow. Grambling State versus Jackson State happened. Right? And, whew. Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen the way it did. And I'm going to just tell you this, to keep it brief, Jackson State lost his game solely based off of turnovers. I don't know what they were doing offensively. Not only turnovers, but the amount of penalties I had. Because what Grambling State did a good job of in this game is, for one, Miles Crawley didn't turn the ball over. They controlled time of possession, and they were relatively clean in terms of the penalties. I think they only had three penalties yesterday, and it wasn't for a lot. And then none of them penalties went for first downs. Meanwhile, Jackson State, especially in the second half, was very sloppy with the ball. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but the entire game, and Grambling State didn't dominate offensively, honestly. Like, outside of it, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to have y'all watch it, and then I'll give my full analysis, or we'll talk about it after the game. Yeah, Grambling State, Jackson State, y'all was, man. But while we do watch this game, man, I'm going to enjoy a few of these turnovers right here, man. I'm enjoying a few of them. That was a bad throw. That was a bad throw. I don't know what he was doing with that.
Protect Miles Crawley because this Jackson State defense is vaunted.
Crawley getting a pass out to his wide receiver.
I'm enjoying my coffee and a few of these turnovers. Because, boy, Grambling State been bringing out the bakery this year.
Big run coming up here for Bull Hargrove.
Bringing out the bakery.
Still on his feet, and he gets inside the 35 to about the 30-yard line. First down to get to the outside. 36 yards on the carry. First down at the 31-yard line. Crawley.
That's a hell of a pancake block over there. That was a hell of a pancake block.
First down for the Grambling Tigers. First down and goal for the Tigers. Bull Hargrove. Across the 10 down to about the 7.
That Grambling is going to be throwing the ball a lot today.
Second down and goal. Pass over the head of the intended receiver, C.J. Knight. Jackson State with some adjusting.
Get in now.
Crawley.
Get in now.
Ball up to Bull
Get in now.
Inside the 5.
Get in now.
Hargrove in for the touchdown. Grambling
He did a good job of running the ball, too. Well, I like the game plan that Grambling State did, though. Like, they wasn't really trying to push for points. They was trying to control the clock. And that's exactly what they did.
Really a big difference maker.
And, yeah.
With the pass going deep, incomplete. On the coverage. Landry was in motion. Here's the give to Irv Mulligan, and he will be stopped behind the line of scrimmage by the big nasties up front for the Grambling Tigers.
Grambling making sure that
offenses have given up, I should say, are about 37% against the Grambling defense this year on third down.
Come here.
47. And here's McCoy going down. A big sack by Biden.
It sounds packed in there.
Jackson State University special teams giving up some yardage and some good field position in Grambling here. Run out to about the 47-yard line. Trey Bradford. Robinson in motion. Here is Crawley. This one a little bit low, but they say he caught the football out to about the 45-yard line. In OT.
That's a good throw.
Crawley looking.
Good throw.
Javon Robinson, and he gets a first down for the Grambling Tigers. University.
Come here.
Crawley will hand off. Trey Bradford. No gain on the play.
One has been talking about Lilly until last week.
Whoa, come here.
Defensive coordinators say he is a different kind of player.
Better go, boy.
Crawley in some trouble, and he escapes pressure, and he makes something out of nothing. Gets inside the 35 to about the 32.
Of course, still a lot of football left to play.
Come here. Wide open. Wide open.
20. Past the 15. Javon Robinson coming up big once again.
Finding those soft zones within the Jackson State defense.
Come here. Ooh, that should have been picked off.
Crawley, pass is
That should have got picked off. He did a good job undercutting that.
Yard line. Crawley
Come here.
gets it to the tight end. Flag on the play at about the 16-yard line. Pass was complete to Bradford in the backfield with Miles Crawley.
That's a.
Crawley going deep. And it is
That's a hell of a throw.
touchdown, Grambling State University.
Shout out to J.R. Waters. That was a hell of a throw. That was a hell of a throw.
Tigers on top.
Hey, hell of a throw, boy. That's a hell of a throw. That is a one hell of a throw. Whew. One hell of a throw.
Fortunes as far as making it look good on the playing field.
Here is the throw complete.
McCoy was missing a lot of throws in this game.
He was able to move the sticks.
Fresh set of downs for Jackson State. Cam throws it out of bounds. Pass was intended for a tight tackle. At center, Evan Henry. And Quavion Davis is at right tackle. Travis Terrell on the carry. His 13th carry of the Cam McCoy. Averaging 48 yards a game.
That is a hell of a throw. That is a hell of a throw. That's one hell of a throw, though. I thought he was throwing it out of bounds. That was a hell of a throw.
Here is the give. J.D. Martin on the carry. Senior from Wetumpka. The chimes say it's third down here for Jackson State. But it's manageable here for Jackson State. Here's the give. That's going to be J.D. Martin.
Martin may have got a.
Cam takes
That's
off
first.
the football, dives forward, and it looks like he may have enough for a first down.
I can see why McCoy is the starter, though.
Big 2 yards.
I can see it. Like,
Sophomore from St. Louis.
his legs is more dynamic than definitely Morgan's is.
Martin.
Like, he can definitely run the ball a hell of a lot better than Morgan can.
Doing a great job of extending this drive. Landy in motion. Cam McCoy will take off with the football, and he slides in down at the 40-yard line, just inside the 40. Trying to make something happen on offense. Here's McCoy back to pass, and it is.
You gotta hold on to that. You gotta hold on to that.
In and out of the hands of Jameel Gardner.
Right there to put his team up early.
Bull Hargrove averaging right around 40 yards.
Well, Nobles threw him over the pile.
The big nasties up front. 2nd and 7. Here's the give once again.
And this is wild because
Couple yards
after those first 2 drives,
Hargrove once again on the
Grambling State really ain't doing nothing else offensively.
Say, let's have a
Honestly,
You know, that's a bad,
they really ain't doing nothing else.
It ain't gonna be just the one you think it is.
But,
Incomplete.
yeah, Grambling State just did a good job of just not turning the ball over and taking time off the clock.
6 yards passing, so as far as the yardage.
And that's what I like what Grambling State did in this game. Go on, take it out to the crib. The DB fell.
Catch. That is for Tillian.
The DB just fell. Like that's all that was. The DB fell. That's a big time throw. That's
back in the day. The thing though is that his
he just fell. That's all it was. Cause he should have been tackled, but yeah, he fell.
That's David Jones, but Jones was just two different.
That's all that was.
Crawley escapes pressure. Crawley goes out of bounds.
I do want to see more dynamic plays from Grambling State, though. I'm talking about offensively. Because Grambling State got to know that there's going to be some games where you ain't going to get as many turnovers as you've been getting. And you're going to need your offense to score some points when the defense can't hold up. But shout out to the defense, though, of Grambling State. Shout out to him.
Close, but no cigar. Oh, flags are coming out.
Yep, PI.
And the Jackson State defender, that's the fourth penalty for Jackson State today. And the give, nothing doing on
Got me to know when these turnovers here.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
The word is maybe, and quite well.
They're vocal.
Very vocal.
Crawley trying to escape pressure. Crawley going down. The pocket just collapsed. And True Thompson was the truth on defense.
He had 3 down linemen rushing against the 5 offensive line.
Crawley back to pass.
All right.
Here on 3rd down and long, looking for an open receiver. And let's see, is it caught?
Yep.
They say it's caught.
See, one person saying no, the other person saying yeah.
Jacoby Belazar.
You can hear y'all.
Here's the give to Herb Mulligan. Boy, man, talk about a shoestring tackle. Herb Mulligan was about to get on his horses. It's 3 interceptions. Here's McCoy. Incomplete.
I don't know what that was.
Looking for Tyquan Henderson.
I think the situation.
Isaiah Spencer in motion. McCoy.
Like what was that?
Right out of bounds. No one near it. And
like what was that? Who was he throwing to? That was kind of crazy.
For Jackson State, they're averaging 13.5 yards a punt. And this one will be a little bit longer than 13 yards. And we may have a running or roughing penalty.
I think it might have been running to the kicker.
Let's see which one it'll
got hit.
37-yard punt.
Yeah, it's only 5 yards. Yeah, it's 5-yard punt to do.
So it's a running into the kicker, which is different.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty, and they'll repeat 4th down.
So that's big, though.
Halftime, and both of these teams.
They better be glad they didn't get a 15-yarder.
Early estimates were around 14,000, 15,000. Here's a pass. And it's going to be complete out to about the original line of scrimmage. Bradford on the carry. Ooh, he's folded up after a gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Tough running plays and a rushing with Jackson State being right down the road.
Crawley looking.
Hey,
Crawley
just hold on to the ball.
Crawley
and get sacked. Just hold on to the ball.
Allen Walker on this is our score. Grambling on top of Jackson State with the football.
Get him.
And here's the keeper by Cam, and he goes out of bounds. Gain of a couple on the play. You know, we talk about, how downs. Brad Hill, he had 12 touchdowns.
My hometown church member.
Yep. Scoring, Brian Morgan,
hell of a hit.
Kicker at that point in time. 39 extra points. T.C. Taylor, 11 touchdowns. So, I mean,
sure, let me ask you
it sounded
this,
like it was packed in there.
Who was the quarterback for Grambling then? Was it Bruce or was it still Randy Hines?
Back in 2000.
That's a hell of a throw. I like that throw.
Oh, big catch.
That's a hell of a throw.
By Jackson State.
That's a hell of a throw and catch. J.D. Martin was a big in this game too. He did some good things in this game. Herb Mulligan, stay up.
Mulligan still on his feet. Like a pinball bouncing off defenders, and a flag on the play. Coach Joseph is pointing in the direction.
And Santori, I know because I had a ton of wide receivers who used to try to do that on me during my collegiate days.
Cam gets it out to the tight end, Marvin Landy, and Landy picks up big yardage. The head linesman. Second and short situation. This is what your offensive coordinators like to see.
That's a good throw.
Caught by Fortillion, and he drops the ball and recovers. And now it's picked up by Grambling. Tigers with the football.
Oh, it's not a fumble. That wasn't a fumble. They had to redo that.
Gives Grambling the ball back. First down and 10.
Yeah, that's a.
Moments.
Yeah, that's not a fumble. That's not a
play
fumble.
is under review.
He definitely takes a shot. He
That's
loses
definitely
the
not a
ball
fumble.
right there, and then, yep, Williams comes up with the fumble recovery.
That's definitely not a fumble. He ain't made not one football. He ain't made not one football move.
They could possibly call Jackson State for a late hit on out of bounds.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Well.
That's not a fumble.
But that's not going to happen.
Oh, and there was a hit right there to the
Nope.
back.
That's going back.
He definitely made a football. He made the catch and then made some football moves.
No, he didn't.
And then Joel Williams picks it up here.
Williams
He only took
for him as well.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm about to say yeah.
right
It wasn't.
left on your television screen.
Big break for Jackson State. Could it result in points?
And that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part.
Junior, touchdown, Jackson State. There's the momentum shift. 34 yards on the touchdown.
But this is where I thought.
Absolutely. And it almost feels like Jackson State hands the ball off to Terrell. He follows those blockers, and then he just goes right up the alley, puts on the afterburners, and he's in.
This is when I thought that Jackson State was about to run the table.
New buffet buster just puts a heck of a block on, and here's Matt Knoll tries to get
That's
away,
crazy.
throws it up.
That's crazy. That's wild, bro.
So the
That's absolutely
wild.
wild. That's crazy.
And this stadium was built out of a pond back in 1982, and it opened in '83. And this throw out of bounds, great hands by one of the linemen on the sideline. It'll be second down, but yeah.
Early this week in our call, I had no idea about that. I always just knew it was called the hold, and special things happen here.
Oh, and Javon Robinson.
He threw it behind him.
Football.
Hit him right in the hands and the.
We're going to have a meeting about that. He
Threw a little behind him, though.
I mean, there was some talking to describe what they were going to do.
Right. Javon Robinson with the
3 and out.
To the 40-yard line.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And here's the 2-minute timeout.
What buffet they actually go to, but
all of them.
I don't even like that play call. Like, what's Jackson State doing?
And a timeout taken.
Why are you like? You only running the ball
on just a collegiate version.
because you trying to run the top clock, but
second and long here for Jackson State. Cam takes off with the football. And he's knocked around at about the 20.
Design run right there by Cam McCoy. I'm not scared of you guys.
Give me that. Give me that.
Good pickup on the blitz.
Give me that.
Intercepted by Grambling State. Touchdown, Tigers. 22-yard return for a touchdown. That's 7 turnovers in the last 2 weeks for this Grambling defense.
The points
oh my God.
They needed to have that
That's
momentum going into the locker room as we take a look at it once again. McCoy looking down the receiver the whole entire time, made it easy for Collins to step in front of it. Then he's like, Spencer, get
that was such a bad read. That's why I'm like, that was such a bad read.
Our score. Here is the give. Boy, what a push by the offensive line from Jackson State, getting a first down.
Not just getting the first down, that clock after contact.
18 seconds remaining, clock ticking. Here's the throw, complete. And that's out to Fortillion.
Defense right here. You got all the defensive backs playing off because they don't want to get anything behind them. So here's McCoy. He's going to roll out.
That goes off the hands of the tight end Marvin Landy with 5 seconds remaining. Got everybody back.
Absolutely. Send 4 and then drop back 7.
Cam was in trouble. He unloads. Going down the field as time expires. Ball is tipped, and it goes to the turf here at Eddie G. Robinson Memorial Stadium. Well, Jackson has the ball to start things out here in this drive.
Got him.
Big give. J.D. Martin still with a run out to midfield. J.D. Martin.
What a way to come out the locker room.
J.D. Martin now will have over 40 yards on the day. And here is Cam across the 40. And Cam is down at about right at the
GSU territory.
J.D. Martin, 48 yards so far, and he gets the call again across the 40. Ooh, looked like he almost got his head taken off. 5 yards on the play. The line judge says he's down at the 35-yard line. He's a big old boy that can move extremely fast. Here's a give. Up the middle. Irv Mulligan on the carry. Jackson State.
Cornerback covering Fortillion, playing off man.
Yep.
Cam will take off with the football.
Damn, threw his ass.
Thrown out of bounds.
Threw his ass. Hey, I like that. I like that.
Was a #1 overall pick. Lots of great G-men who have come through the ranks here.
Come here.
Here is the give on first down. Out to Trey Bradford. He gets out of the shadows of his own goal line.
To the wrestling ring.
That was a different story.
Go line, yup.
Give once again to Trey Bradford. Big run and a first down for the Grambling Tigers.
Grambling moving the ball up and down the field. The list goes on. Seriously.
Absolutely. 9 yards on the carry.
Damn.
And here's a give once again. This time Jackson State stuffs out the run. And they were
He's
gonna
doing a
keep
whole
going.
dance routine after a tackle.
Here's a give. Not much there on second down. And something that Torrento Quinn, the defensive coordinator,
Hey, I don't know what the hell he said.
Because he's got
He might have been like,
it's not hard to make the next
he reacted fast. Shoot.
the throw complete out to the far side.
He reacted. Nope.
And that's going to be Javon.
And he looked at him too. He stared at him. Stared at him too.
Here's the give.
He must have said something foul.
And it looked like he gets the first down. Head coach Mickey Joseph, both from New Orleans, know the area extremely well. Both know Grambling State University very well. No gain on that play, a loss of a yard, 2 yards as a matter of fact. You know, Coach Dooley's just one of those guys. He's a shirt and tie every single day to work. Trey Bradford
was an assistant coach under Pete Richardson.
Screen.
For a number of years down in Baton Rouge, and then was offensive coordinator with Arkansas Pine Bluff the last time they won the SWAC championship. So he knows his way all around the SWAC, and of course he knows his way when it comes to
Coach Mickey Joseph to have another head coach that's had that experience on the team.
Yeah, when you have that additional head coaching experience, it's always great because you can rely on somebody else.
Big catch by Nick Howard on the sideline, giving Grambling a first down.
Time in the first half, but really he's getting a lot of time right now to just really go through his progression.
Now this drive was a very good drive. This was a good drive. Got a lot of time off the clock.
Stopped after
I like this drive.
About 3 yards on the play.
Pulliam was just penalized just a few plays later, so he's trying to bounce back and make more plays for
You should have just kept it.
Jackson.
Hargrove 54 yards rushing. He's averaging 9 yards a carry. And Knighton on the catch, the tight end, who gets the
state defender was right there as he flipped that pass over to him.
Miles Crawley looking, trying to find someone open, and it's to the sideline and incomplete. Crawley, of course, his father went to Grambling.
Special teams for sure.
That's a good fake.
Nice fake. Cam McCoy across the 20 and gets a first down.
really, really nice fake because the guy that had containment for Grambling, he got completely.
Oh, that's where he got hurt.
Southern. He had 153.
Here come Morgan.
In the air. He's the ultimate next man up because he's been in this situation many times before.
Morgan tosses it out of bounds. Receiver, now it is 2nd down and 10. Nice shot to Fortillion as he picks up the 1st down.
Situation to pick up some solid yards.
Come here.
And
Damn!
get the
Threw
big
him
run
down.
Here.
Come here.
Out in the
Go.
open field. That is going to
Damn.
be 6
Hey,
on
he
the board
threw
for
his
Jackson
ass
State.
and scored.
Fender straight to the ground and then showing the speed.
Get off me and scored with it.
And then just
That's
blew the man
crazy.
down, and after that, puts on the afterburners.
He ain't nothing, but he don't look but 5'8".
Then he gets a great block down the field too.
He don't look
from,
nothing all but like 5'8",
from his right
5'9",
back,
and
which is
threw
off
your
the
ass
field right
and
now
scored
on
with it.
This possession, they've got to be aggressive.
That was
against
wild. That was a
Jackson
wild
State
play.
defense.
You can't let nobody that short, bro, throw you down like that. That's wicked, dog. Like, how low did you have to get for him to
Within the
even
trenches,
do
we've
something like
seen
that to
both,
you?
squads have their fair share of success in that spot.
Miles Crawley
You gotta make that
throws
catch.
and he's unloaded on. And
I know
he
he's a little
is down.
behind you, but yeah, you gotta find a way to make that catch.
Crawley facing 3rd down and long, escapes pressure, still on his feet, unloads his football, and it is incomplete. Wow, it's incomplete. At first, they thought that they were Jackson State. 3 penalties for 20 yards for Grambling.
That was a penalty.
1st down now for the Tigers. Here's
I forgot it was a penalty. What was the
that
penalty
is going
for?
to be out
Yeah, man.
for
Jackson.
Hargrove.
Jackson.
Clock is winding down here in the 3rd quarter.
That should have
Crawley
been
going up
picked.
top, and it is incomplete.
That should have been picked.
And you saw the Jackson State.
Pointing the ball.
I don't know why you throw it like
They
that.
eye
That
point
should have
the
been
ball,
picked
they
off.
probably get the INT.
Nice screen set up. Hargrove across the 35. Oh, man. The Grambling bench wanted a flag on that play, but no call.
A native of Mobile. As a matter of fact, he has been a constant feature guest for the Gulf Coast Challenge between Jackson State and Alabama A&M.
Big run for Jackson State. That's going to be J.D. Martin in the open field, and he gets into Grambling territory. Down at Landy in motion for Jackson State. And Morgan
That's
drops the
crazy.
ball,
For
and it
a
looks like
touchdown.
Grambling has recovered.
That
It
is-
may be a
that is
touchdown
crazy.
for Grambling State. Yes,
That is
6 on the
crazy.
board for Grambling State.
Second defensive touchdown of the night for the G-Men.
That is
The rule on the
wicked.
field is a fumble by the offense, recovered by the defense.
Look at that.
Earlier
Is
this-
wicked, bro.
Against A&M Commerce, he had an interception.
Y'all just had a pick
Look at
6
that.
for a
Oh,
touchdown.
that's a
And then
complete
that.
team effort right there. I mean, Morgan, the mishandles
That's
the snap,
crazy.
and defense, especially when it comes to the turnovers, the takeaways that lead to touchdowns.
Good
Here's a
tackle.
give to Irv Mulligan, and he stopped in the
Good
backfield.
tackle. That's a great one-on-one tackle.
Defensive player of the week, but this entire defense has just been playing well against Jackson State. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Morgan, oh, he's unloaded on. Fumble, interception rather, coming with the football. Brendan Barley.
Two
inside the
turnovers in
15
a
to the
row.
12-yard line, and another turnover for Jackson State. 1st down for
And you
Grambling.
give Grambling a short field, and
Defensive side of the ball has
hey,
allowed
you're gonna
Grambling
lose
to be
a lot of the
engaged.
times.
Now, Grambling with the football inside the 15-yard line to about the 12.
Because sometimes
So now
it ain't
they're in
even
the
about
red zone
how many
again.
times you turn the ball over.
And
It's
for,
when you turn it
Jackson
over.
State,
But of course, we're only in the 4th quarter, and a lot still has to happen.
And in a
Will
close
Hargrove on
ball
the carry.
game, dog, the
Here's
way
Hargrove on the
you
carry once
have
again.
to protect the
Comes back
ball,
to the
it's at a
inside,
premium.
and he gets inside the 5-yard line, and that may be enough for a 1st down for Grambling.
I've been talking about
Hargrove, 9 carries, 66 yards on the evening. Here's a give once again to Hargrove. Coming back to the inside, twisting, turning, down at the 1.
Hargrove go and prevent him from scoring.
Jackson State 318 yards in the second
Easy.
and 3rd quarter. on offense, and here's Grambling's offense
Easy.
going in. Hargrove gets the payoff. Another touchdown for Grambling State, 34-20 here in the fourth quarter. As far as giving Grambling the ball on the short field and just
They
straight
blew up.
blocking here, a 2-yard touchdown run. Prairie View, of course, with already one loss in the division. Morgan still at quarterback. Out to, looks like Terrell, and a flag on the play is going to be a late hit.
Just
Yeah, that was an
uncalled
uncalled
for.
for. Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad penalty.
Morgan with the pass to Isaiah Spencer, the 6'2 sophomore from Florida, Mississippi.
Early in the first half, but we really haven't seen too much from him. Credit the Grambling defense.
Gain of 6 yards. Big run here. Travis Terrell Jr. on the run for Jackson State, and just like that,
Grambling territory.
21-yard gain on the play. Morgan going up top, looking for the receiver, incomplete. Well, if you
He
are
was open too.
in the Baptist church,
We're in the South too, Santori. You know football is a religion.
it is. Here's a give to Terrell, and he stopped after a short gain, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Morgan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
That middle of the field was wide open.
PJ Marshall looking at
Wide open. That middle of the field was open. If he catches that ball, that's the first down at least.
Morgan here on third down. Looking. Oh, and Isaiah Spencer went
That's
up high
crazy.
trying to get the football. Couldn't
2
come
missed
down with it.
opportunities, man.
Flag on the play.
Grambling next week at the State Fair Classic.
Yeah, Jackson State
First
missed
down
out
and
on
10.
a opportunity
Bradford
to
on the carry.
get some points.
Mobile against Alabama A&M. So 3 straight road games, long road trips coming up. Miles Crawley with a pass, and it is complete at the
we didn't get to
25-yard
see the
line.
catch, man. The cameraman.
What a huge play.
That was insane. That's insane.
On plays like that.
And here's the run by Trey Bradford. Gets around the edge, first down.
Bradford finding a way to bounce it outside. Shots.
That's crazy.
The last few times that he was on the field leading his offense, but it looks like he's A-okay and building his confidence with his offense.
Take
Oh,
time
great
off the
play
clock.
there, and it was
Tick,
Trey
tick, tick, tick.
Bradford on the run. This stadium, of course, named after the late, great Eddie Robinson. This pass goes out of bounds. And then the field last year, if I'm not mistaken, was named after Shaq Harris and Doug Williams. So lots of history when you talk about that. Across the street is the state. Geez, you got W.C. Gordon, you got Walter Payton, you got Robert Brazil. I mean, there's so many greats when you talk about these two teams. Crawley goes deep.
Oh,
incomplete.
knocked over the lady.
Man, and one of the
Whoa.
ROTC guys
Whoa.
got put over the wall.
She
Dean
fine.
Harradine, 3 for 5. A 35-yard field goal attempt, and here is the kick.
Missed
It
the
is
kick.
no good off to the right. It had the distance just off the mark. And now Harradine, if I'm not mistaken.
In the fourth quarter, the new addition this year with the NCAA rules.
370 yards for Jackson State. Here is Morgan. It's across the 25-yard line.
Morgan had an early crease, but then those G-men started to.
Picking up earlier and back in the ball game now. Here's the kid.
Another one.
Fumble on the play, and this one may go back to Grambling. Jackson State with another turnover. J.D. Martin fumbled the ball away. And
The fumble recovery, but shout out to Mr. Hardy for kind of causing that
crazy.
fumble. I don't think the running back actually, just as I said, thank you to our producers for putting up the graphics and make sure that I am that I know what I'm talking about.
Hargrove on the carry. Wanted that ball going across the line. They ran a drill like that earlier this week where they told the guys, hey, we want you to run and want you to try to grab the football as they're running through the line. This pass goes out to Nick Howard. And it's one thing that
We're playing so far off, it made it easy for the wide receiver to do a quick out.
And Hargrove across the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
Like we got a player who lost a shoe.
There's a give to
Moving
Hargrove,
that thing.
bounces off a defender. He gets to about the 10-yard line. Make it the 12.
Not snap that ball until there's about 1 or 2 seconds left on the play clock. And for some reason, they didn't do it on that one, but okay.
And on this play, looks like Bull Hargrove got to about the 9-yard line.
Yep. And more points off turnovers.
And this one is good. And a little skirmish at the end. Harmless. And it's now 38-20 after Harity.
The interception, I mean, that's the things that have changed this ball game tremendously.
Here's Morgan with the open pass.
And that should have got
Right
picked
there,
off.
leading the receiver, that's Spencer, with the defender. They've got the yardage 370, but just couldn't really do what they needed to do. And Grambling with 180 total yards here in this ball game. Travis Terrell Jr. is tossed out of bounds. Classic. Brave, you can hang on to win, and Grambling wins this game. Big game.
Oh, two teams with a lot of momentum going into it. A lot of history between those two squads out there in Dallas as well.
Of course, you know that State Fair Classic has been going on, I think, for about 23rd.
Fourth down.
Circling that date because they go to Alcorn State. And that's going to be the final game of the season, regular season game. And so we'll see what happens there. It's always a big crowd. Incomplete for Morgan.
And depending on
Yeah, this game's
what
over. This game's over. Listen.
between Jackson
Listen.
State, Florida A&M,
Grambling State won this game by being opportunistic on defense. They definitely they turned their turnovers into points with the interception before halftime. Then that fumble recovery when Morgan dropped the fumble. But there were still missed tackles and them slipping on that big play where Jackson State scored on. So Grambling State still has some things that they need to improve on, but overall, this is a good ass win for Grambling State. Good win. And I don't know if this is a conference game or not. I don't think it is. So luckily, if it's not, luckily for Jackson State, they still have time to fix their mistakes leading up to conference play. But this is a good ass win for Grambling State, man. Just capitalizing off of turnovers and not turning the ball over themselves. Because ultimately, that's really what lost Jackson State this game. It's turnovers. That's all it was. Like, it wasn't like Grambling State wasn't dominant offensively. It was just that Crawley did a good job of protecting the ball, even though he did have some throws that could have been intercepted. But they had long drives where even though it didn't turn into points, it took a lot of time off the clock. And that was what was big for Grambling State, man. But listen, shout out to Grambling State on the win. Jackson State got a lot of things to talk about. I do see McCoy being the quarterback the remainder of the year. Morgan just has some plays some throws that he missed that could have turned this game around. The interception, the fumble, the overthrows. And then now, even though his receivers does have to catch the ball, because it was quite a few drops in this game too. But ultimately, the turnovers is what lost Jackson State the game. So if they could minimize the turnovers and minimize the penalties, that Jackson State had way too many penalties in this game, So, but shout out to Grambling State, shout out to Jackson State, man. This was a good ass game, man.